Fun and educational. I love it. It's it really is, from the time that you start to the time that it finishes, there's just this energy that's so infectious. It's wonderful, and it's just meeting so many things that we don't normally do.
What I personally love about Funky Fitness is it's just vibrant and it's fun, and the children, it goes so quickly. You think, oh, we've got an hour or 40 minutes and it's gone within a flash, and the children just can't wait.
Physical well-being is a major outcome for early childhood education, and Funky Fitness meets all of those requirements.
No one mucks around, they haven't got time, they're too busy, they're dancing, they're waiting for their turn, they're dancing, moving around, waiting for the next thing, because it's very fast paced and they haven't got time to be sort of mucking around.
The instructor's sense of humour was wonderful. It not only the children found it hilarious, even if they didn't know exactly what they're laughing at, they just thought the whole thing was fun. But it provided entertainment for those of us watching as well. I think if we didn't have Funky Fitness, I would be spending a lot more time on planning for their gross motor skill development, and having to use a lot of brain power to come up with exciting ways to teach the skills that the Funky Fitness team do. I think as a kindy teacher, the Funky Fitness program complements the gross motor skills that you're trying to get the children to learn and to do. It covers all the things like hopping and skipping and running and jumping really well in a fun way.
The benefits for the children are that they are socially being involved, creatively and physically. So it covers a lot of aspects of the curriculum and the learning areas that the children need to be exposed in a fun, enjoyable way.
The Funky Fitness program does use a lot of humour, and I think that's what the kids love about it, because they like to have a giggle and get carried away for a bit, but obviously at a 4-year-old age group they can get very carried away. That's why the instructors need to be good at getting them back on par.
Every week the children were so much more responsive to the humour that was developed throughout that whole program, which they just grew from.
The fun aspect is that they're going flat out, and they don't even stop for a drink. We have a drink afterwards, and we have a bit of a debrief about what was your favourite movement, what was your favourite equipment, what do you like about it, and they just say it's so much fun.
It's done with lots of humour and lots of fun. Sometimes the kids need to calm down a little bit so they can hear the instructions, because they're normally laughing and carrying on. But that's part of it. I think that's part of being a kid, is to have fun.
It's helped tick a lot of boxes that are part of the Australian curriculum in a fun way, in an interactive way.
I was looking for the benefits from the Funky Fitness program for the children to follow instructions, but actually what I saw was a lot more. So more self-control of their body, more awareness of their body and how to get their body to move in more complicated ways, their concentration, their flexibility. There were lots of things I thought the kids benefited from, which were sort of unexpected bonuses.
Certainly not just a dance program, it's a full program of movement, fundamental movement skills, dancing, drama, and just having fun and getting physically fit, which for Australian children is paramount.
The kids listened really well, and then that transferred into the classroom. When we came back in, they were just really attentive, and it really helps them to get out their energy and just settle down. And
I have to be honest and say I love watching the children, because they do crack me up, and in their endeavour, their trying and their delight and using the equipment is great. But I love watching the instructors too, because of what they say, because of how they invite the children in, because of their humour, because of their organisational. I like watching that too.
Well, I think that research would suggest that children need movement, coordinated movement. They need to get their left brain and their right brain working in cohesion. They need to be able to cross the midline. So the Funky Fitness program actually allows the children to move in all different ways. So in actual fact, what it's doing is developing their gross motor skills, which then in turn assists them in their classroom tasks.
In an ideal world, it would be something that would be so beneficial, and I think if you did some long-term research and looked at the children over a period of a couple of years, you would find their attitude towards school, their self-esteem, and their general fitness level, and just knowing that, you know, it's you're having fun and you're learning a skill that, you know, translates to other sports, and, you know, just makes you a fitter, happier person.
The program is very varied and diverse, and every week there is different equipment being brought in, different skills being covered, and the children just are never bored. They've always got something new and interesting and fun, you know, and it supports all the fundamental movement skills that we're teaching.
I think for me the unique part is the children are experiencing a lot of fun and joy in the activities, not realising how much benefit is. So it's not like a learning process where the children, it's a boring thing that they're learning. They are having so much fun and enjoyment, they don't even know how much benefit they're getting out of it. So I like to see that.
Definitely fun. I think that the kids just have an absolute blast. They love it, they look forward to it. The terms that we haven't had them, they wait on a Wednesday morning and ask, when are we having Funky Fitness? They're disappointed if we're not having it. And all the while they're doing all their fundamental movement skills.
I think that the children benefit firstly by having a very different instructor that they're working with compared to their regular classroom teachers or classroom teaching staff. I think that because the program is very fast paced, they're not inhibited in any way, so they basically will participate very readily in anything, and if they are vaguely inhibited, it's only a few seconds before we're on to another activity.
The children are generally very, very involved in what they're doing, and those boisterous behaviours are very easily, the instructors are able to get them under control very, very easily, and through fun and games as opposed to belittling them. So it's done in a really beautiful, fun way.
The Funky Fitness program is based on the fundamental movement skills, which, you know, underpin everything that children do in phys ed and dance and, you know, movement and drama. You know, there's the skipping and the galloping and the sidestepping and all those sorts of things.
I think the children's enjoyment of it. When it's Funky Fitness Day, they're really enthusiastic and, you know, what time do we go? And yeah, looking forward to joining in, which is really great.
It's making them listen to routine, and so a stranger coming in, not a stranger, but a different person coming in to take over, which really starts to prepare them for year one with multiple teachers in the playground, having to listen and act immediately, not I'll do it at my own pace. But they quickly learn with Funky Fitness. If they don't do it straight away, they miss out. Yep. And it's perfect. It gets them thinking, it gets them reacting really quickly.
I just hope that this program continues. We don't want to be without Funky Fitness because it's become integral to our program and to our children's development. We think it's so beneficial for the children. It helps us to develop and to grow as well because we learn new skills, and it's just an overall great program.